Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Joburg Experience. Joseph Elbenstein here. Today we're making Hollandaise. Valentine's Day is coming up, and we're throwing a little Valentine's brunch for the kids. So we're going to do a little Eggs Benedict bar, some mimosas. Birgit's going to make her waffles, which are amazing. But I'm going to make a little Hollandaise and show you how I do it. Tonight I'm going to cook some ribeye, so once I'm done with that Hollandaise, we're going to continue on, take that Hollandaise and turn it into Béarnaise. So, no further ado, let's start cooking. All right, so here we go. We got our water boiling. We've got our drawn butter. We've got lemon juice. And then when we want to go to the when we move to Béarnaise, you get your shallots with red wine vinegar reduced, a little fresh tarragon. We got a little salt, a little pepper, here we go. So over the double boiler, once that goes over the heat, the key is keep your egg yolks moving. And turn it back down to about medium because we got plenty of heat coming out of that and steam. You definitely want to use the double boiler because that will give you a more even, gentle heat and you won't end up with scrambled eggs. I'm sure all my chef friends have some great tips out there. If it starts getting a little ahead of you, pull it off the heat. Use the heat that's in the pan. Keep it moving. Otherwise you will have lumps. So you just keep that moving. For me, like I've always said, I'm not a chef, so there's a point where I stop scraping that top of that pan because otherwise I'm going to start pulling lumps and scrambled eggs into my Hollandaise. I want to keep it moving, put a little heat in the pan, and then pull it off. Let your eggs slowly thicken. One of my old restaurants, when chef was mad at some, we did a huge Sunday brunch. And so, we do 400 people for Sunday brunch. And this was how they made the Hollandaise, very old school. And whatever cook he was mad at that week, they had to make the Hollandaise. Because it is definitely, an arm burner. You just gotta keep it moving. If you get tired, that's what the ice over here is for. You can't stop immediately, but you can take the heat out of that pan. You can already see how it's starting to trace. So now our egg yolks are starting to thicken up. We're going to start emulsifying the butter. Lots and lots of butter. Okay. Now it's starting to thicken up, cooling down so that we don't end up with scrambled eggs on the bottom of our pan. Yeah. Some spoons ready so when I'm ready to taste and see where I'm at. So, got that cooling down, thickening up. Yeah, this is where I've learned a lot of respect for the chefs I've worked with. All right, so now this is going to go back on. I'm going to turn that like that. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start whisking in a little bit of butter. I'm going to pull that off. you'll see that color lighten up too as the butter gets incorporated in. I don't know how much butter I put in here. It's in a measuring cup just because it's easier to drizzle in. It has nothing to do with measuring. I honestly haven't measured a thing for this. Lemon juice. Now, once again, I'm not making this for a restaurant, I'm making this for my family, and Birgit likes it tangy. So, that's why I got the spoons here. I'm going to put a little pinch of salt in there, and then I know it's supposed to be white pepper. It looks better and does have a slightly different flavor because you don't see the pepper in the dish. So if you have white pepper, by all means use it. A bunch of spoons here so I can taste where I'm at. Definitely needs more lemon. But that's one of those, like I always say, you can always add more, can't take it out. So add it in slowly until it tastes the way you like it. So nice and, yeah. So I have lots of clean spoons. Yeah. Okay, so basically, that's part one. That's your hollandaise. So now, like I said, I'm making steaks tonight. So I want a little Béarnaise sauce. Everybody loves Béarnaise with their filet mignon, all that. So in this little dish, we have red wine vinegar and shallots. And we have some fresh tarragon. Okay? I love tarragon. So now this gets incorporated in. And hey, not too shabby. I'll just use up all this tarragon. Not gonna hurt it a bit. Look at that. That's a beautiful thing. All right, guys. Well, that's another episode of the Joe Berg Experience. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said at the beginning, it's Valentine's Day. If you can get out and support your local restaurants, even if it's not on Valentine's Day itself, which quite honestly, the days before and after Valentine's are always a kind of a better day to go because they're going to be pretty packed on those days anyway. But the week before, the week after, you really help those people out. They're really hurting. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all safe. I'm gonna go cook some steaks.